Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Happy Tuesday. They say it's Tuesday.
Yeah.
Ooh, happy Tuesday, folks. How you guys doing this afternoon?
Guys, we are hot, we are warm because we had to really struggle to get there this afternoon. We had to battle protest and to county bag
Stories, charade, and confusion.
Yes. And you see, we are here. You see, Elas. Don't know, the battles we just go through every day.
Yeah, man.
For us to get to you.
But we're there.
And we love and appreciate you all, and we want to thank you for being with us and for making Carrie FM's Hot Topics your favorite.
Your number one
show. Yeah, that's the number one show.
Your number one. Yeah. So,
folks, on the we are running a little bit late, Vanessa.
Yeah, we're behind time.
What's up on the birthday list now?
On the birthday list, there's somebody. Oh my God, I should never have forgotten that young lady. But yesterday. But I can still do it right now. And let me shout out Flowers at Macwill BB Shop. Happy belated birthday to you, my darling. I wish you happy advanced. I didn't do it on the day, so now I'm doing happy belated. And that's coming from Mary, from Venera, from Talifer, and the whole crew. Xavier as well. Happy birthday to you, my dudu.
Okay.
Nice. And today now, we have the beautiful Siobhan Johnson. Okay. Celebrating her birthday today. So happy birthday to you, Siobhan.
Birthday to you.
Sanjay Dominic over at Sajiko. Happy birthday to you, darling. And I want to shout out Michael Mara, Lady Star, Stedman. Happy birthday goes out to you. It's your birthday today. Shout out to my cousin Kyle Bruno. What is Bruno birthday thing today, man? Master Flick Bruno, happy birthday to you.
I swear that all those Brunos on your birthday list, as if every day is your birthday.
It's not that. Now there are so many of us, Sammy.
Do they have the same name?
There are so many of us. But today is also Joy Collier's birthday, so happy birthday to you, Joy. All the other folks celebrating today, big shout out to you. Enjoy your birthday to the maximum. Plenty love.
While I was battling to get here this afternoon in all this heat and congestion, I bounced into Mr. Michael Peters. So he wants us to extend afternoon greetings to his wife, Debbie Peters.
Okay.
Debbie Peters.
All right.
So good afternoon to you.
Yes.
Debbie, he says you're always locked on and always tuned in.
All right.
And it was like 3 minutes to 2 and we were running to get there. And he was like, hey, you all are late. You have to get there. We cannot. The afternoon doesn't, it's not really an afternoon if we don't have a topic.
Exactly. And I want to say hi, and I'm calling no government name. Good afternoon to the brothers Grimm, the 3 brothers, the 3 amigos. You all know all yourself. I don't even have to say nothing more. So good afternoon to you. I know all you always bunchy. So pleasure to have you all tuned in. The brothers Grimm. And to Veros up there in 411. To all our bus drivers. Hey, bus drivers start to give me fire. You see me?
Oh.
Bus driver, tell me I doesn't shout them again. So bus driver, good afternoon, all of you taxi drivers. Yes.
So they want individual shout out because I know you're always shouting them out.
Yes. So to all the bus drivers on all the routes, at all the stops, to all the passengers, good afternoon. The taxi drivers, especially those on the airport route, good afternoon to you. My fini.
Okay. So I just want to say good afternoon to all our folks on the Facebook Live. Guys, help us out there. Help us to share the live. Share the live. I'm not seeing any shares going on, and you all know the situation with us. So our hands are occupied, and we cannot do so. Help us to share the live and get our views up. Good afternoon to all our Borgias. I see we have some comments coming in already. I think that person confused today for Wednesday. So you're gonna have to hold that a little bit, okay, honey? Good afternoon to you, Maggie.
No, it's not their fault now. It's the technician that does that. Technician thing today is Wednesday, so he put us up as vent day today. But today is Tuesday.
So okay.
Today is not their fault. Technician that does that. Technician. But today is not Tuesday, therefore today is not Wednesday.
Okay.
Right.
So guys, we're going to take a little pause and we'll be right back in a few minutes and we're going to get this sorted out and we'll see how we're going from there. Okay, don't go anywhere. Anyhow it roll, it's going to be hot.
Indeed.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Give it up.
It's Christmas again. You guys belly, you're always in front. Independence yet to pass, but you have Christmas in November. What happened to you? All your furniture and appliances by the road. It's not me alone that boot and joke coming. As the fans have Christmas in November too. You don't see now brand new everything. They have up to 75% off on men and women's clothes and shoes, and up to 15% off on large furniture and appliances. You better hurry up and go on the second floor in the Super Center in Roseau for yours. The promotion is from November 1st to 30th. Boy, look good time. I can upgrade and still have money to buy toys for them children. Boy, when I hear that, I call them on 255-2719, or you can call 255-2748 just to make sure. If you don't believe me, call them and see for yourself. My stove have oven now, so I baking my turkey this year, and I'm not buying ice again. I drinking my sorrel with ice from my fridge though.
But when I see the love in the land, boy, it's Christmas again. All man just stretching their hand, boy, it's Christmas again.
Print City, modern, creative, exciting, from various heat press options to detail embroidery. With years of experience in photography and design, get full-on branding deals, t-shirts and banner printings, logos, graphics and designs, along with additional social media services. Located at 42 Independence Street, Roseau Dominica, downstairs, Kyrie FM. Call 617-2916 or printcitydominica@gmail.com.
Attention, all farmers, home gardeners, florists, and plant enthusiasts. We are proud to announce that we are finally open to the public. Bloombox, Dominica's newest home and garden center, offering agriculture tools and supplies, solar products, and the only company on island that provides the latest products in automated irrigation. Visit our store today at 66 Federation Drive, Center Roma. It's the second property on the right-hand side after the Valley Link Road. Opening hours 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday. 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturdays. Call us at 235-3480. Bloombox, bridging the gap between commerce and sustainability. Let's bloom together.
What you eating there?
Ham and cheese now.
What? You go for lunch by Sammy's without me? Oh, you can't do me that!
Relax now, I set you up. I got your meatball sub, a roti, pies, tarts, cakes, chicken salad, codfish sub, chicken and chips, and a smoothie.
Woo! Goody! Brian, Tom, Dave, come! Lunch from Sammy's on our co-worker.
Co-worker? Sammy's Boutique and Cafe, located at 39 King George V Street. Call us at 613-5908.
This Christmas, unlock a new digital world with 45% off a new DL3 Plus Pro smartphone from Digicel. Get it now when you buy a 30-day 25GB Prime Jumbo bundle to enjoy all your favorite Digicel apps. The best smartphone with the best apps. Enjoy a 6.2-inch screen to watch more Christmas classics in Playgo. Dual 5-megapixel camera to capture more Christmas moments, and then store it all in Billo. From blockbuster movies and chopping music to streaming live sports, video chats, and so much more. Get yourself a DL3 Plus Pro for $200 or gift it to someone you love. Visit a Digicel store today.
And we are back, guys.
Welcome back. Welcome back. If you're just joining, welcome aboard. If you've been with us, we love you for staying.
Thank you for staying with us. Yeah. And the topic today.
Yes, the
I
topic.
apologize to those on the Facebook Live. There's a wrong topic there.
Yeah.
And we're trying to get it updated.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We didn't put it. We wouldn't do all that. We don't do them things there.
Topic du jour.
Yes. Can a parent kidnap their child?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Can a parent kidnap their own child?
Your child you make.
Mm-hmm.
Your child that come out
from the fruit of your loins, be you the male or the female?
See, the computer do a female. Okay, your child that come out from your body. Your child you push out. can you kidnap your own child, your own flesh and your own blood? And I think we don't see a lot of those things on television, Vanessa. That's why we decided to have this topic.
Yeah, a
because-
lot of it happens. Lifetime movies, you see that on Netflix movies, you see that on cartoons, you see that all over the place.
Yep.
Yeah, and you have a few real life happenings as well. But let's generalize things. So generally, Sammy, I think in my little knowledge, I think that according to the laws, the female has custody of the child, or the female is considered the primary caregiver of the child unless she is deemed unfit. The mother.
Yep, that's the laws of Dominica.
Right.
The mother has legal custody of the child. That's what the law regards as the custodian of the child, unless the law finds the parent unfit to provide their parental duties. Care for the child, provide for the child's needs, and so on. So when another parent, I suppose, takes the child without the consent of the legal guardian, the mother, the custodian of the child,
right,
then that person could be committing an illegal act. But I think that happens a lot with us.
It happens. I know of a few instances quite a few years ago. Father comes to pick up the son and the daughter. Mother says, okay, well, you'll bring them back at a reasonable time. They have to go to their friend's birthday party and so on and so forth. And then half an hour after the time that the young man is supposed to return the two, the mother, he's not there. So the mother calls and he says, leave me alone, I'm spending time with my children. So she says, well, I told you that they had something preset and you just come out of the blue after 2 months of not checking them at all, not even 2 grains of rice and a pound of sugar you bring for them, but you just show up, you just say shui, and so, and he had a big thing over it, and she ended up calling the police. So the police stepped in and told him, well, you have to return the children to their home. Because one, you don't have a stable home to house them in. You have a daughter in the midst. It's a son and a daughter. There's a daughter there. You don't have anybody to assist you with providing care for the daughter. Many says and follow where they are, where they are comfortable, where they are, because you live with a friend, a girlfriend. It's a 1-bedroom house. You know what I mean? So how are you going to let the children, comfortably sleep? So it's like the circumstances were not ideal for you to have the 2 children, 7 and I think 13 or 14 years old, to have the 2 children in the house with you.
Well, from the father's and perspective, I think when a father is showing interest in their children, even if there's something preset, something that they were committed to before, when a father showing interest in their children, you have to give them the leeway to do so and to exercise that. To me, even if a person wants to spend time with their child, once the environment is safe, it can be a Moso bedroom.
Yes. Yeah, I get you.
Let him spend time with his children, and you as a parent can facilitate the whole situation by even making the place more comfortable for him. Asking him, okay, well, I will come out from the home for a little while, so you can even spend time with them there if the house where they live is more comfortable. I think parenting shouldn't be a battle, but it should be a partnership.
It should not be a battle, but most times you find it happening. You find it ended up being a battle, Sammy.
Yeah, because a lot of times the parents have their own underlying issues.
Right, and they tend to mix the underlying issues with that has nothing to do with the child. Actually, I mean, you and the man cannot see eye to eye. You and the man can't say bun. You're not together anymore, or you and the woman. So it's either way, huh? You and the man, you and the woman. All you finish. The child should not be a part of all your battles. It's not the child that send your partner to get other people, while whatever the case may be. The child was not the cause of your problems. So that child now should not be embroiled in your situation. They should not have to suffer as a result of your indiscretions or situation or whatever the case may be.
Somebody saying on the live, as long as you, the parent, know the whereabouts of the child, it should not be kidnapping. And I would lend my agreement with that. You know, the child is with a responsible parent, regardless of how you feel about them. You should not classify that as a kidnapping. You know, there was a situation, and just to go a little different direction, where not the mother or the father, a third party was given custody of the child because the mother was deemed unsuitable to care for the child, and the child was removed from the mother's care and given to a family member by the courts and given to a family member. When the child was given to the family member, they were taking excellent care of the child. Coffee di mati. Excellent care. All the needs were met and more. You couldn't ask for a better caregiver.
Okay.
They got so comfortable with the child that they start to regard the child as their child. And even though the mother had visitation with the child, it was impossible for her to exercise that right, because every time she come to see the child, she was being supervised by the family members, overseen. I mean, you that give birth to your child, you make your child. You can't get your child for an afternoon for you to go out with your child.
Wow.
You cannot spend that kind of a quality time so you can bond, because you have to give that's the child's mother. No matter what you do, no matter what the court says, no matter what law is put into effect over the parents, that is still the child's biological mother.
Exactly.
And there's a love for that child that is immeasurable, even though her circumstances may not be, up to standard. You have to facilitate a relationship between the child and the mother. But you, as the young mother, you go and try to visit your child, and all how you go is a roadblock.
Right.
The child have to go somewhere. Oh, the child's sleeping. You mother buying gift for the child isn't given the gift. Or a greater gift is brought for the child. In the same, take for instance, you buy a little doll, a bigger doll is given to the child.
Okay.
So the child focuses on the...
So you're being showed up. You're being showed up in
right.
front of your child.
And at the end of the day, the child is the one that will suffer. Because children will ask themselves what happened to that parent. Why my mother never come and look for me? Why my mother even though yes the court say X, Y, Z, but why my mother didn't pay an interest? Why my mother didn't fight it? When you do those things to make yourself feel good for the moment, at the end of the day, the child is the one suffers because children their head will always go. Sometimes when they're in school doing their work,
check your message.
And bam, it hits them out of the blue.
True.
Out of the blue. I mean, as an adult, Vanessa, let me give you a little example. I can remember, when people say things affect them from their childhood.
Yeah.
I used to say things affecting you that happened a long time ago and whatever. I mean, like, the other day I was sitting down and I remember in cowboys and Indians. I remember in my sister and the bigger ones and playing in the cemetery. I remember them tying them on ant nests and all of those things. I said, but if bad things that happened to my child, see all those things will be coming back to me. I mean, those memories were clear as day. Clear as day.
Right.
Things I see and experience as a little child, maybe 3-4 years, they were as clear as day as if I had experienced them recently.
Right.
So just imagine how those things can affect your innocent child.
That is true. But here's another thing too, Sammy. If it is that parent who takes the child, say the father takes the child, or say the mother takes the child away from the father, either way. But if it is that parent is not giving the proper care to the child, if it is that parent is endangering the life of the child, I don't think it should be considered kidnapping. I think it should be trying to protect the child. But there are measures that should be taken when you take that child from wherever it is that the court had deemed acceptable. So be you as the mother, or be you the father. You take the child from wherever they are. But you need to now go and protect yourself. So make sure you apply to the court and say why you're taking the child, because of, the child, you felt the child was unsafe, you felt the child wasn't properly taken care of, felt that the child was in imminent danger, that kind of thing. So even after you take the child from the thing, you have to make sure that you protect yourself as well, because like we say in our local palace, your right will pass for your wrong.
But you cannot just take a child from a situation like that and then inform the court, Vanessa.
But okay, so I mean,
you're right there going to pass for your wrong. And then tell the court before the child was in danger and so on. There's a police station everywhere around the island. First thing you have to do, if you figure your child is in danger with the parent that the court recognizes as their legal guardian, first thing you're supposed to do is go and report it to the police. There's welfare services, there's all kinds of things to do those things. Welfare can intervene and take the child and put the child in your custody temporarily.
Yes, but what if, okay, say there's an extenuating circumstance. So in the heat of the moment, say you pass in, you're driving down, and you see something happening in the area, or you walk in, say you're in the neighborhood, you see something happening in the area where your child is directly, let's say, in the line of fire, for want of a better term. Let's just use that, all right? And the mother is probably, or the father is probably intoxicated or incapacitated in one way or another, or doesn't give two hooks about what is happening. Would you leave that child there and then go and call welfare?
You take a child and you bring the child to the police station.
Thank you very much. So you take the child and you move. But then even if you go to the police station, even if you go to the welfare office, you still have to put in that application to the court and say, this is why I took the child and whatever.
But you take the child, you bring the child to the police station. That's the process. Police alerts welfare. And then from there, welfare will put measures in place to determine if the environment is unsafe and if the child has to be removed from the environment. And that application to the court is made by the welfare. Then the mother, and you can get your lawyer to push your case forward, and the mother, whoever that is being deprived, will get their legal representation.
And sort
we have some comments coming in there on the live. Are you seeing that?
No, I can't see all of them.
Somebody is saying, sometimes we women are too much. We need to allow their fathers to be a part of their lives. The children will realize the deadbeat parents. I agree with that.
Yeah.
You can't want to be... Yeah, we have a call on the line. We'll
Let's
come
take
back
the
to
call.
that.
Let's take the call.
Hot Topics in Life, talk to us.
Vanessa, good afternoon.
Yes,
good afternoon. How are you?
Very interesting topic. I'm fine. I just the line of listen to you all as usual.
Okay. All right.
That's my favorite. When I tell you that one of my favorite programs every week, that's what I look forward to that every week.
Well, we're happy. We're happy.
Yes.
I just called to tell you that if sometimes the two parties, either the mother or the father, right, they're not together, and then you find either party do not want the other one to have visitation rights. You know what I mean? To me, it's a form of kidnapping too. You understand?
Yes.
Because let's say the lady, the female is finished with the male. You understand?
Yes.
And she decided, I don't want you to come by my home. I see my friend. If you have anything for her, put it in the court or whatever, Because, as you said, it's two of them make the child. So both the child have to be grown up with both parents. The father has visitation right, just as you have. But some of them keep either the father or the mother away from the child. To me, it's not like we say kidnapping itself, but that's a form of kidnapping because you're depriving the child from the growing up with the parent. In that situation, that's my lot in Dominica. Right? I get with you, I go my way, you go your way. Go back and do the same.
But you have to realize that the child has
I don't think I would do that. Thank you.
All right,
thank you very much.
Yeah, it's true, and I like the point that he made. The child does have two parents, so you cannot, unless it is that parent, that other parent, is a real danger and a real, to the child.
But as a mother too.
Yes, as a mother or as a father.
As a mother too, you will want to know where your child is going.
Of course.
A person picking up your child, that is your
even
child.
If it's the father picking up the child.
Father, you want to know where your child is going.
Yes.
And I mean, the fathers have to put yourself in the mother's
shoes. And some fathers are like that, The mother takes the child to go and they want to know, where are you? What are you? So,
There are fathers who want to know where their child are, where their children are, what they're doing, how they're being provided for. And these are good fathers, and we have to applaud fathers like that.
We have to applaud them.
Yes.
We have to applaud
who keep
them.
in constant contact and want to know what is going on with their child. And there are some fathers too who will take the child from the mother because they know it will hurt the mother without telling you where the child is going, who the child is going with, what the child is going to eat. As a mother, you want to know your child eating properly.
Exactly.
They'll tell you, okay, don't give her this, don't give him that because he
Right.
doesn't need that, or you're allergic to that, and whatever. You want to know
Exactly.
who's going to be around your child. If it's in the
Yes.
buy a rum shop, they go in. If it's in
You
the
know?
house, this is the little programs they like to watch to make them
Yes,
comfortable.
to make them happy and comfortable.
Communication. But if you
Communication
just
is
decide you
key.
want to take the child and go where you want it will not work. I think we
Yeah.
had a caller there.
I think we lost that call.
Call back, please.
But just
We-
like Marvin was saying here, Sammy, some Dominicans have a tendency that if they are no longer with the man or the woman, that this father or mother does not matter and they are shut out for the new man or the new woman. The new man or the new woman is not your child's parent. Regardless of what they might do, they're not your child's parent.
True. We'll come back to that in a
Yeah.
while. Hot topics, you're live. Talk to us.
Hey, good afternoon.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
You there? Okay, I think we lost that person.
Try us back, please.
Yes, try us back.
Having a little issue, I think, with your
So,
line.
you were saying, Vanessa,
Uh-huh. So yeah, and based on what Marvin was saying, because me and Tom finish, and our child Jacqueline Tom cannot see Jacqueline again, all right? Because I done with you. So if I'm now with Jackson, it's me and Tom, it's me and Jackson and Jacqueline. But Tom is out of the story, so Tom cannot see Jacqueline anymore.
A lot of them like to give the children
Can't do that.
another environment.
Yeah.
What topics are live? Talk to us.
Hey, good afternoon. Are you all hearing me?
Yes, loud and clear right
We
now.
are hearing you.
Well, a lot of times in those breakups, people, sometimes they make a mole into a mountain. Sometimes not no big thing, but they make a mole into a mountain. But sometimes, most of the time it's not the mother that's the problem, or neither the father that's the problem.
What's the problem?
It's the other girlfriend or man they meet. That's the problem. The child, most of the time, the child are in danger of their boyfriend they have.
Yes.
Or their girlfriend they have,
Yes, you're
Sometimes
right.
the girlfriend, the boyfriend they have is a pedophile. He's a violent person. Sometimes the woman they have is an abuser. She doesn't like other people's children than her. She doesn't like herself much for the man, for the other person's child.
Yes.
That's the problem they have. So in other words now, they letting that child suffer because of their man or their woman they gonna get. That don't like children and they don't like that and they don't like this. So blows on the little child. No, in other words now, they letting the child suffer because they want to save their man and they want to save their woman. So they're not talking, they're not saying nothing. So the father on the other side, they even know that the child is being abused by the other girlfriend or boyfriend.
Right.
So when he gets to know now, well, girlfriend, boyfriend covering up the situation. So that child suffering from small till she grow big until she tired and she can bust out. Anyway, later, Papa.
Yes, thank you very much.
That's too much girlfriend and man that abusing children that is not there.
Right.
We must stop that.
True. Yes.
Right.
I agree with 100%.
Like Champagne is saying, she's saying, yes, I have 2 children, separate dads. We are both married to different people, yet we still co-parent with the children, and the children are happy. I drop my son by his dad every morning, and his dad does the school runs, and then I pick him up after work. Same for my daughter when she was in school.
That is a situation
you
that
can
is working.
co-parent with your child's parents, even if there were extenuating circumstances, even if it was a terrible relationship. At the end of the day, consider this the child. Let's go to the telephone.
Let's take that caller. Hot topics, you're live on the overseas line. Talk to us.
Yes, hot topic, River Nika topic, the world topic. Fireman touching base to put his 2 cents because that's a great program.
Touch base and put your 2 cents.
No, first thing I like to say, we love our country, we defend our country, so just like a human being, same way. But you see the problem we have to. I always say it again. Everybody talk about God. People have God in their mouth and not God in their heart. Me personally, as a man, I'm a king man, I'm a Rasta man, I'm a son of the Almighty Father. Okay, created us in His own image and likeness. Any empress I have in my life, you can have 10,000 children. Once it's your children, they also supposed to be my children. Key is my own I put there. It's not mine, but because I'm with you. Because which means no. A child will come out on a tree and fall, yes or no?
Right. That's right.
You ready, fireman?
Yes, we're there with you. That's right.
Right? A child will come out on a tree and fall, right?
No,
a woman who empress carry a child for 8 or 9 months. We mustn't try to always, in other words, happiness for the president, the empress having a leg. No. When you see the child, you see the mother.
True.
And to me, if you love the mother, you also love the children. And if it's a man, same way. If it's a man, first of all, most of the men don't love their mother, so they don't have a for neither. Because you see, the life so embarrassing in a sense that people like say, we don't know our value, we don't know our dignity, we don't have no pride, we don't have no respect, we don't have no unity among ourselves. You don't have fair play because we have to have respect. If we love God so much, if we have to love them children, so no matter who the child is, I'll tell you not all mother is real, not all father is real. But anytime you have a human being in your foundation, in your surrounding, you as a king man, even not your child, show the child a father's love. Make he or she feel comfortable and happy. Because by the end of the day, that youth, anytime you go nowhere in the world, she or he, they must speak about you and always remember you because of how you take them and how you treat them. Because why? The blood father doesn't recognize them, or the blood mother never recognize them. The father doesn't split God like ugly.
Sure.
Life is real. Many shall be called, first shall be chosen. The fireman is a real king man. I clean like a whistle, I straight like a run. Up and running, hot topic, the whole topic. Fireman, when I give my two and give thanks for his bless up.
Okay,
Thank you.
fireman.
Thank
Thank
you,
you very
fireman.
much. Okay, yes. Very true, fireman.
Yeah.
Before fireman, Six was saying that well, he was saying something similar to what fireman himself was saying. That a lot of the times the situation for the friction between both the parents is the other party involved.
Yes.
The other person in the relationship.
Right.
The new member of the relationship that perhaps caused the breakup or who ended up in there. And you want to make you move on, you get a new boyfriend, you want to make this situation comfortable for your new boyfriend, so you don't want your child father wrong. Problem.
But you have to realize that the man has to realize that your child has a father.
And that is not the child. The new boyfriend is not the child father. You don't even know how long he's staying.
Oh, you can make allowances for the new boyfriend. I mean, the new boyfriend is now a part of that child's life. However, you cannot deny the father access because I got a man.
New boyfriend is part of child life. What topics your life? Talk to us. Hello.
Good afternoon, Sammy, and good afternoon, Mr.
Hey, Paula. Paula, good afternoon.
Interesting topic. When I hear the topic this afternoon, I see myself in that category.
Okay.
Sammy, and Sammy, I never make frontage yet in my country. When I make frontage, I'm in newspaper international. My little boy Sparrow.
Talk to us, Poche.
Yeah. And I had a problem with him. I was beat her. When homes fall apart, you're not a broken person. I was bitter, I was angry with this man. But let me tell you that the child make me change my mind because I was preventing him from going to check his father. And then the little boy come there because after when I said I explained police and I explained police involved and unpaid news involved, and I cannot stand him again. And that day, the little boy, I was bitter, and one woman bitter, he was honestly preventing children from seeing their father. True. Because I was in that situation. And then one day, I was upstairs by the landlord, and he came running and said, "Mommy, my father there, but please, Mommy, don't make noise. Let me see him, and I could see the passion in his heart, man, and that just broke my heart. And from that day, Sammy, I read that child, I don't prevent him from his father.
Yes.
And I didn't see that his father. And up to today, his father checking him.
Okay.
But you say some of us women, when we become angry, it's the bitterness, we see now, we don't think about children.
True. Yeah. Thank you very much, Paula. Thank you. Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you for that. Yeah,
we have another call.
Oh, we have another call.
What topics in life? Talk to us.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I know of a situation whereby there was this guy who had a child, a boy who was young, and he ended up going to the States, and then he wanted the child, but the mother didn't want to give him the child. So what they planned was the child would have gone by his mother which is the child's grandmother, and then he would come and take the child and bring the child, go with him.
What?
Without the mother. Yeah, but it happens down there. It's nothing new. You go to the Carib territory that is popular. You've never heard of kidnapping children? People picking up their children at the airport? That is nothing. Yeah, so, but the child eventually went. He did take the child without the mother knowing, and he went to the child. So, I mean, it's not right. But to put a little thing excuse, I would say for him, the child wasn't well taken care of by the mother down here. But he have no right to like take the child by the grandmother. And yes, and when they think the child by the grandmother over the weekend, he was gone with the child already. You know, so that I think is kidnapping. So, you know, often I consider that as kidnapping, but not. And I also think the fact that their parents, when they are doing one pulling a child hand by there, the other one pulling a child hand by there, that one pulling a child ready to tear the child into.
Yes.
You understand? And they have their fathers too, or mothers. Sometimes the father has custody. He sends the child over by you or the mother for the weekend. They don't want the child to come back. You know, so we have that going on down there.
And we don't realize that.
Thank you very much for your contribution.
Thank you so much. And we don't
right
realize, and then the thing is, we don't realize the effect that can have on the child in the long run. Like Susie Cat said in the comments, the child develops this rage and this anger and this, because you know you're not getting the love and attention you are supposed to get or you are entitled to as a child. You understand? So it has to be a serious circumstance where the child is not getting the love, the attention, the care in the home for you to come and say, well, give me my bundle, Caroline, let me go. You understand what I mean? Parents should work together.
Yes. And Sister is saying something here that is very, very significant in the development of a child. If you're no longer with the father of your child, always recognize and highlight the role he is playing in the child's life, especially if the child is being well cared for. Too often mothers are concerned about other relationships the father has and lose focus on what's really important. And you know, you have to, if the father gives, you have to let the child knows that the father gives. I mean, if the father don't give it, they're going to make a lie. But if the father is doing something, you have to communicate that with the child. Because at the end of the day, it will make a better child. It will make a stronger child. There's nothing worse than a child that believes that their parents abandoned them.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. See, body,
yes. Because if you can abandon your own child,
exactly. Who wouldn't want to abandon you? If your parents abandon you, who wouldn't want to?
Right. What topics you like? Talk to us.
Hi, hello.
Good afternoon.
Yes. Of everyone.
We're getting a little feedback from you, you know.
You gotta.
Yeah, we're getting a little feedback from you. Can you call back? No.
Just hang up and call us back, please.
Call us back, right back. We're waiting for you. Yeah. Okay, so yes, caller, we are waiting for you. There seems to be something wrong with her line.
With the line, yeah. So try us back. Yeah, but for my part, I think parents, in my opinion, parents should try to work with each other to take care of the child, and one shouldn't jump behind the other's back and try to.
Okay, so we have the caller back. Go ahead. What topics you like? Talk to us. Yes.
Yes. Hello. Good day.
Much better.
Much better. Yes.
Yes. What I was saying, I know for a relationship where the father and the mother is no longer together, the man move on.
Yes.
And the mother spoil the relationship with the father and that child. Because she keep poisoning the child's mind. Is the man that take care of his child. Everything they was asking her to do, she never had money to contribute. He send the child to school, try his best to give the child a good education. That girl spoil the relationship with that child and the father just because the father moved on with his life. And now the man and his child haven't got no good relationship because of you. You should not do that.
True.
You spoil the relationship with the father and child.
And who's suffering now? The child.
The child suffering.
Yes.
The child suffering because certain things that she want to come to the father and she cannot even come to the father.
She have to go to a third party.
She cannot come to the father. The mother messed up the relationship with the man and his child. And because the man move on.
And if I know who you're talking about, that father is a good father, yeah?
Exactly.
Means it to his children.
Exactly. Mess up the relationship with the father and the child. And now the child that's suffering.
That is not right at all. At the end of the day, you interfere in the child's development. Thank you very much for your contribution,
Okay.
caller.
All right,
Okay.
thank you so much. I'm seeing another one
And
there.
that's a classic. That story is a classic story. Yeah? Father move on.
Yes.
And you every day poisoning the child's head, poisoning the
Yeah.
child's head, poisoning the child's head. Oh, your father this, your father that. Your relationship with the child, father, don't have nothing to do with the child. So
That
the
is
father
you
name should
and
never
the man.
call.
Unless you're saying your father said hi, or your father sent you
doing
this,
your
or
father calling you for that, or look, your father go. You know those things there. We have another caller on the line. I
That's
think
good.
that's maybe no. We can
We
do
have
a
time.
couple more. Yeah. What topics your life? Talk to us.
Good afternoon. You see that last person that called talking about the child poison this, poison that? Let me tell you something. If a father has a child, no matter what is going on, that father, that mother should be able to come to the father and ask for something for the son. Or the mother didn't have to ask. If you say he's somewhat of a good father, he should do what he has to do and turn his head. Don't worry the mother. For his son, he should put out his responsibility and take care of his son, no matter what the woman do. That's your child. That's your son.
I think the caller was saying like it wasn't a matter of providing for. He provides, but the relationship, the child being comfortable in the father's presence.
After a while he
I
comes
wonder what.
to,
Six.
he
Let me
comes to
just.
agree.
Let me just.
After a while he must come to his common sense that his father has his
Let
best
me
interest.
just enlighten you, Six. What she's referring to is the relationship between father and child. The child will not come to the father and tell the father pertinent things concerning her. The child will go to a third party instead and tell the person to tell the father because the child is so uncomfortable in the father's presence because of things the mother has said.
I am telling you,
I
once
hope
you're
what you're
genuine,
saying. I hope what
once
you're saying is true.
genuine, she will come to her
That
senses or he'll
eventually,
come to his
Vanessa,
senses.
that children come to their senses. But in the meantime, while they haven't come to their senses.
Yeah.
They're suffering.
Don't worry about that. That child, once that father good to her or him, later, even though she's 24, 50, she must come to her senses that that foolishness the mother was doing. I am telling you that. Once he he doing what he doing, she will come or he'll come to her senses later.
Okay.
So don't tell me about, hey, look, they don't have a relationship. She must turn around. The truth is the truth, you know. I'm telling you, I see that happen already, that mothers try to bend and let the father look as he's a criminal. Kiss her. At 30 years, the girl realizes it's foolishness her mother was doing all along, and kiss her. They have the best of relationship. As a matter of fact, she little more even father than her mother.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right,
Thank you,
sis.
Six.
Thank you very much.
Sorry, we have some comments coming there on Facebook, and one person is saying, people think that child support is to see the child. It's not. It's to maintain the child or children. We should allow them to see the child or children, even if they don't have money. Okay, that's a bit contradictory here, but if they're interested in the child, then you should allow them to see the child. I think she kind of mixed up the first two comments she was making. But if you don't, as a parent, you don't necessarily have to have something to bring for the child every time you come for them. But the mere fact that you're showing interest in coming to see your child, maybe take the child for a walk, take the child to the beach. What happened? Somebody killing you there, man?
Yes.
Share the joke, share the joke, share the life, share the
Okay.
joke.
Rosny is saying if he's a VNX, tell the child self.
Boy, I believe if the father is a convicted criminal.
So the
let's
mother
say
didn't know it
that-
was a VNX before she got a big child with him?
Well, maybe it could
VNX born overnight?
Well, maybe it could have happened afterwards, or maybe she
For
never.
you to know telling your child is a VNX.
Maybe she didn't see the signs. Maybe she didn't. She missed the red flag.
She missed all the red
We were waving
flags.
the red flags last week. She missed that.
Yeah.
All right.
But okay, I think you have to be honest with your child. If the father is not providing, you have to let the child know. You can't let the child know the father is not providing. Just don't badmouth the child about the father. You know,
Make
sometimes
it nice.
Make it nice, because something you can say is, some people have had a difficult life,
Right.
and it affects how they are as adults. So your father on not being able to do what he has to do as a parent is because of the things that he went through as a child.
But that doesn't mean that he.
But that
loves you
doesn't
any
mean
less.
that he doesn't love you.
Right.
Your father loves you, just that he can't help being a VNX.
Yeah, but I mean, at least you cushion it for the child, and you
Yes.
let them. You break it down and you let them understand. You understand? The same way you start talking to your children early about their bodies and sex and their development and that kind of thing. The same way those situations, it's unfortunate that not all of us have the children in the, me and you are married and we have our children all together. Okay, sometimes it doesn't happen this way. So you sit that child down and you explain to the child.
If we have 20% of relationships where all child are within that family structure without no child before or after the marriage with somebody else, I hate to say outside of the marriage, but not outside of the house.
Yeah, You don't call them outside children.
You don't call them outside children. There are a lot of situations in Dominica like that, that the man has several children before he got married, or even when he is married, he has children with another woman, and vice versa, the woman too.
Yes.
So the family structure for us is varied.
Right.
So that kind of a pretty things all you like husband and wife and all the children.
It doesn't always happen.
Down below. It doesn't always happen like that.
Yeah.
And you have to make allowances in your heart for when it doesn't happen like that.
Right.
So everything and everybody can be accounted for.
How do you fix it? How do you counter? How do you make things work? And communication, for me, I think communication is the key thing there, Sammy. You have to be able to communicate with the
very much so, yeah.
with the ex. You have to be able to communicate effectively with your child. You understand? And if there is a third party involved on either side, you have to be able to effectively communicate. At the end of the day, think of it. You as the mother, you and the father done. Father has another person, they married or whatever the case may be. You have to understand that your child will end up at that home eventually in the care of that woman on some occasions. So you try and develop a proper relationship with the person.
So that you can trust your child to be there.
You don't have to be friends, You
see, in everything that we do, you have to understand the structure of the mistakes that we'll make with you while you were being parented. And you know the mistakes that were made if you know the impact they had on you. So you have to do everything that you can do to make sure that those in your parenting, those are not repeated.
Yeah.
You're looking for the best interest of your child.
Exactly.
I mean, you think God will make you for you to have a good time, life, and for you to go here, there, and everywhere, and for you to have a super career and all of that. God make you for you to reproduce. And if you super reproduce, adopt one. That is what God put you on the earth.
So that's all?
Yes.
That's all?
In the meantime, and to worship Him and reproduce. You don't know that? Then you better read your Bible. And in the meantime, you can enjoy the fruits of your labor. But God put you on the earth for you to reproduce. Every single living thing that was put on the earth to reproduce.
So what about those people that have Zoba,
Well, they can adopt one and raise one and help one. There are women in the Bible who never bear a child, but they were mothers to many. They can do those things too. But so break the cycle of bad parenting and look at all the time for the best interest of your child. Swallow your pride, swallow your hurt, and do what you have to do for your child. We're telling you that if the boyfriend or the girlfriend is a VNegg, for you to just let go your child in their care.
No.
You have to supervise, you have to know what's going on, you have to but at the same time, don't deprive your child of the love of another parent.
And parents don't be abused, and the other parties, the one who doesn't have the custody, don't think that you can just step in and just grab and go.
Right. And
it is not a KFC box. It is not a grab and go situation.
Okay. And that's all the time we have for today.
Time is
so we
up.
will see you all. Time is up like nobody business. We will see you all tomorrow with another hot topic.
All right,
Thank
folks.
you.
Much love. Bye-bye.
All right.
This Christmas, unlock a new digital world with 45% off a new DL3 Plus Pro smartphone from Digicel. Get it now when you buy a 30-day 25GB Prime Jumbo bundle to enjoy all your favorite Digicel apps. The best smartphone with the best apps. Enjoy a 6.2-inch screen to watch more Christmas classics in Playgo. Dual 5-megapixel camera to capture more Christmas moments, and then store it all in Billo from blockbuster movies and chop-chopping music to streaming live sports, video chats, and so much more. Get yourself a DL3 Plus Pro for $200 or gift it to someone you love. Visit a Digicel store today.
Attention, all farmers, home gardeners, florists, and plant enthusiasts. We are proud to announce that we are finally open to the public. Bloombox, Dominica's newest home and garden center, offering agriculture tools and supplies, solar products, and the only company on island that provides the latest products in automated irrigation. Visit our store today at 66 Federation Drive, Centeroma. It's the second property on the right-hand side after the Valley Link Road. Opening hours 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday. 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturdays. Call us at 235-3480. Bloombox, bridging the gap between commerce and sustainability. Let's bloom together.
Attention! We're a go for rocket launch.
Roger.
Engines ready.
Yay, Daddy!
Lift off in 3, 2, 1.
Kids, breakfast is ready.
Ooh, launch postponed.
Give yourself a strong start to the day with Dutch Lady. Milk with essential nutrients, calcium, vitamins, and protein. Dutch Lady, building strong families since 1871.
Are you looking for good eggs? I mean quality eggs fresh from the farm? Well, we have exactly what you're looking for. No matter the quantity, we have the right amount. Call us today for your fresh farm eggs. Telephone 448-7331, 448-7330, 448-8752 or 614-6767. And we'll get you your fresh farm eggs.
So amazing, I'm not exaggerating.
Did you love this show? Then call us at 6